Ready to go?
Yes, sir.
2, 3, 4. Yeah.
How's
it go again?
You forgot your own theme song. We've been doing this all summer, JJ.
Here we go. 2, 3, 4. I am dark and you are light. You are blind as a bat and I have sight. It's Steve Saylor and JJ talking movies. That's all right.
Yeah. Hey everyone.
Hi.
I'm Steve.
I'm JJ.
And today we're going to be talking about Suicide Squad. Now the way we do all our reviews is that we're going to give a little bit of spoiler for your review, and then we're going to save our spoilers to the end of the video. However, I will say this. I have a feeling this video might be a long one, so to get it kind of out of the way, do you know what TLDR means?
No.
So too long didn't read. What is your very super Cole's notes of the movie, and then we'll get right in it, and we'll get more in specifics. So
okay. Cole's notes of the movie. The Suicide Squad was fun, interesting characters, but no wow factor.
Mine was, I think there's a great movie in there, and you had to kind of dig to get it. I think a lot of it was a bit messy, but still good to watch. Maybe. let's get into it. So, wow, this movie. This has had a lot of hype, a lot of negativity in the past 2 weeks.
Yep.
And my goodness. I think it's safe to say that this is probably our most anticipated movie this summer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even for me, when it got closer to the summer, it even bigger than Batman v Superman.
Oh, okay. Well, BVS was my most anticipated movie of the summer, and then this. I mean, it took so long to get to it that it became this.
Yeah. So, what are your thoughts?
So, the movie starts off with tons of potential. Seemed really fun at the beginning. Will Smith is really good in it. I really liked his character. Margot Robbie is really good in it. Both of them, both intriguing characters, Deadshot and Harley Quinn. The rest of the characters were kind of thrown away and a bit wasted. Even the Joker, which I'll get into a bit later on, I felt was a little bit wasted. The setups of the characters I thought were fun, and then when the actual story of fighting who the bad guy or the villain was, I kind of lost interest a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
For me, I agree with you that it started off very it had that kind of bit of fun factor to it. It was definitely enjoyable to kind of see a bit of the backstories of the characters because we've never seen these characters on screen before.
Yeah.
This is the very first version, live action Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
And so and these DC characters are not well known. Even within DC itself, they're kind of sort of supporting characters to the big ones. So when it's kind of brought into the big screen, you kind of have to give a little bit of a backstory. And I agree with you that generally the most popular ones is Deadshot and Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
The other ones within the Suicide Squad are big, but they're not known, and they're not within the pantheon of, say, Batman, Superman, Justice League kind of. I feel... And this is kind of sort of stepping away from the actual film itself and kind of knowing, finding out sort of the bit of the back story of this film within the conflict between the studio and the director David Ayer. Not necessarily conflict, but just more of a clashing of egos. It seems like that there were two movies kind of mashed together into this one. There was one that had a bit more of a somber tone and a bit more of a darker feel. And then there was one that tried to be more fun. And I feel like that in this particular case, as much as people are saying we wanted a really fun Batman v Superman, I don't think the fun factor should have been in this movie. I think if you were going to be funny and you're going to have jokes, great, but allow it to be a bit of a dark comedic sort of thing.
Okay.
Because apparently the more somber tone of the film was what David Ayer's kind of direction was. He actually, his whole edit was a bit of a darker tone. And I think in this movie it would have been fine. And everyone complaining about DC being dark and Marvel being fun, I think with this movie, because it's dealing with bad guys and villains, you kind of need to be dark. And I'm fine with it trying to be fun and them trying to be able to create a Guardians of the Galaxy. And a lot of people are kind of comparing it to it. But Guardians of the Galaxy, they were more anti-heroes than villains. These guys, they're bad guys. The way that it's been described is that it's not good versus evil, it's bad versus evil.
Right.
And it's just sort of that's what the Suicide Squad really is. And I feel like as much as I enjoyed like the kind of fun comedic moments, I don't think it was needed in this, to be honest. And I would have been fine with a more of a somber tone to the film.
Okay, I disagree with you. I think that when you have characters like Harley Quinn and the Joker, you need a comedic element to it in some capacity. And with an actor like Will Smith, who can be very funny, and he had some pretty funny one-liner style things, jokes in it. I thought it really helped, and it made it more interesting. And like you kind of mentioned, I think this was when they did the retakes, it was a scramble to add more funny into it. They did it very well. I couldn't see where they had done a retake or where it was a funny edit to get to a joke.
Right.
So I appreciated the humor in it. I know that everyone's big complaint with BVS was that it was too dark, and I think that they've learned their lesson from this. There was a scramble to correct this while they could, and I think the forthcoming DC Universe movies will have more comedy in them. Even the trailers for Justice League and Wonder Woman both had elements of comedy in it.
Yeah.
What this movie succeeded in doing for me was it's now at least got me interested in the story. Now, what are they going to do with these characters? Like, I'm not like, oh, now I gotta. It's made me look forward to what's next when it comes to DC Universe.
Sure.
It's there are some cameos in the movie from other DC characters, and I thought that was relatively well done. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more, but it at least has me interested and on a trajectory to what the end story will be.
Overall, I would like to definitely see more of these characters for sure.
Yeah.
And I think that with this film, unfortunately, kind of got stuck in the middle when it came to Warner Brothers trying to right the ship with the tepid response of BVS. Mostly because Suicide Squad was already pretty much done by the time that BVS was out.
Yeah.
And once that once that was out, and they had literally like less than 3 months to put together a more funnier version of the movie.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, at that point, like when you already were on a trajectory and you already had a strategy in mind, and then you have to sort of like do a sudden turn, it's like trying to turn a ship. You can't do it on a dime. And it's just unfortunate that Suicide Squad got stuck in the middle of it. Because I think that now that with Wonder Woman and Justice League being shot now, they can be able to sort of adapt and they're able to make those changes at this point. But I think Suicide Squad just got like railroaded into being what it is, and a lot of the critics have said it is a mess. And you can see that it's like two different films being edited together. Like there's certain aspects of the editing that kind of seemed off, and you didn't know what was going on half the time, or at least like you couldn't follow the story. The plot kind of seemed a bit far-fetched. I was more caring about the characters and what they were doing than the actual story itself. But I'm fine with that. I would have been okay with that, even if it was a mediocre story, because all I cared about was these characters. And they did that well. I will say that they really did that well.
So, overall, I thought it was a fun movie. No wow factor. It definitely helped to progress my intrigue in terms of what's going to happen with this universe. I liked a few of the cameos. I could have gone for more. Jared Leto, stinko for me in terms of being a Batman. Well written, not well performed. Too much hype around it.
I would say like overall, I agree with you. It's fun, not enough wow factor. And you know what? I'm gonna go see it again this weekend.
Yep.
I just go see it.
Yeah. And leave a comment below.
Yeah,
let us know about it.
Let us know what you thought about the movie if you saw it already, and kind of let's discuss it a bit. Like, did you like it? Did you not like it? Did you agree with the critics or did you not? Or did you agree with us? I don't know. Where can we be able to find you online and on the air?
You can find me on the air in Toronto on 93.5 The Move every weekday from 3 to 7, and on social media at TorontoJJ, Instagram and Twitter.
And I'm at Steve Saylor everywhere, or youtube.com/snowball. So that's it. As always, remain obediently yours. Bye.
Should we go into a spoiler?
Yeah, because I want to talk about the characters, but unfortunately with the characters, you can't really do that without going to spoilers. So